access granted.
Please, leave me alone.
Static watches. It's about time.
Terror attack. 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit. Ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Suggests that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live from Picus.
Keeping you alive and nearing a waiting future.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Access granted.
Quality, excellence. Santo, restoring the past and building the future.
Nacerse aún.
No doubt many viewers were horrified by that story I brought you. Attacked a small augmented community near Dar es Salaam. Today, I'm going to European-based construction giant, the Santo Group, has successfully convinced the Tanzanian government to become a signatory of its Safe Harbor initiative. Upcoming Safe Harbor conventions. I, for one, cannot wait to learn more. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Tradition, precision, refinement, mechanic watches. It's about time.
lies our salvation, seekers. We have suffered long enough.
Naturálové postupujte dál.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Don't be naive. They have the reason. Musica. To them, I am no longer a person. I'm just an all. And we are all responsible for the problem.
I think you are right. That is just the fear on both sides.
Maybe they will offer us sanctuary.
Don't count on it. The church is nothing but a cult. No matter all the garbage missionaries have used.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Power to the people. I'm expensive.
All areas are secure. Continuing general patrol mode. Prosím, připravení totožnosti.
Going to be on edge now.
Be nice to set something in the courtyard.
Access granted.
If you guys want me to work, you need to give me some breathing room. Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other Ogs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms, scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
I think it's time to get you away from that forging equipment.
Right. Okay. But you're really not going to ask me about that whole helping people thing? What do you say? Team up? Help some dejected dogs together?
Why do I get the feeling this involves less than legal procedures?
Oh, come on. Your kind are suffering. At least we can help 2 of them catch a break. The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made, and I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
Is behind mass destruction on this level is ridiculous. Come on! The man's a fucking doctor. Is it possible that being locked up for all of this time has caused him followers, and they would walk blindly into a situation. Would they be responsible for a mass murder on this scale? Not buying it. Not buying it, Ficus. As usual.
Just because Dragomir asks how are you, doesn't mean he's a real problem.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Primus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka's not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Gollum City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here, this permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry, there's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Perhaps we've been dead a long, long time, and our only return to repeat what we...
Violation of our rights. Well, I'm here.
Yeah, take that! You men were supposed to be alone!
Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you. Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. That true?
Make them go away, please! I will call the police! Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with this permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because Well, because.
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all those Augs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that It couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... A stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
I said, I tried to tell them. Whatever my hands may have done, my heart did not. But what kind of defense is that? If I can't forgive myself, why should they? One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Elena, I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
How did it ever come to this?
Get away from me.
Great. Great. Another one. Getting to be as many clanks here as in Golem.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
About the repression in this city.
Look, I have nothing against your kind, okay? Personally, I mean. But I am on the front lines of a police state. I am a child of my moment in history.
Sounds awfully abstract for a cop.
To be competent, I have to be complicit. My way of being okay with that is to be abstract. I don't drag human beings from their homes. I drag historical outliers. I don't shoot into unarmed crowds. I fulfill the will of history.
You mean the will of those in power?
Same difference.
I used to be a cop, for what it's worth.
Let me guess, not in Prague. And not since the incident.
In America, Detroit, a long time ago.
I envy you. I look forward to the day that I can say I used to be a cop, a long time ago.
That bad?
If I could do it again, I would be a fireman. No one looks into a fire and thinks, shit, does this one really deserve it? You can just follow orders and feel good about it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen. The right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Draumir's checkpoint is the setup for a forgery ring. He's not just stopping Augs and giving them a hard time. He's not just taking people's lunch money. It's extortion.
This forgery ring, you have an address?
I was inside. I saw the equipment.
You know what? You had me back at harassing. I've been dying for an excuse. A chance to go after someone who actually deserves it for once. No more hiding behind the people he bribes. I suggest keeping your distance. Official police business now. Stay out of it.
You were never here.
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Area swept, moving to next.
I didn't do anything wrong. Leave me, please.
Could use some backup down here.
Please, I don't do anything to say.
Still on patrol.
Please, no, no. No, please don't hurt me.
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonávat prosíme o spolupráci se všemi okolí.
Another one.
Myslím, že se mi tam důhle.
Pojď, Fisher.
What does hypothermia feel like?
Just take it easy. Everything will be fine. Everything will be
You find meaning in the arms of the machine.
The dawn of a necrosis or hostile
Do not hesitate. Do not live in. Overcome the flaws of the flesh.
Relax, Brad. Get shot.
Should
not make so much noise. Whatever. Credits up front. Yes, good choice.
I'm good for now.
I still have more.
I admire your professionalism, Brad.
Bodies lies our salvation. Join us, brother.
I wish I had a coat. A nice one.
Wonderful.
We won't push you aside for your augments. We want you to be part of something. Santo and Good afternoon, sir. My name is Felice Allman, and I represent the Santo Group. We're looking for able-bodied augmented persons like you to help us create the future.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hawk a dream of the future in.
Don't you think it's exactly the right one? Prague, a city with no respect for the choices its citizens made to become augmented. The choice you made.
And you're going to tell me Santos found a city that does respect us?
We're making it. You can't deny the world has to change. For the better this time. Augmentations helped us take great steps before. And we can do it again. In Rabia, a concept city, 3D printed, beyond state-of-the-art, a symbol of evolution.
In the deserts of Oman. I've seen the news stories. But Santo's not a charity, and I don't think your stakeholders are philanthropists.
That's why they've asked people like me to spread the word, to make an offer. Incentive-driven employment for any augmented person. You'll get a sponsored work permit for the duration of the city's construction.
And after that?
A guaranteed place in the residency lottery.
I appreciate that you believe in what you're selling, this new future. But the future the Augmented want is the same as anyone else.
And the world won't allow it! I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to. Santo is the only corporation in the world to increase its augmented workforce in the past 2 years. Did you know that?
That must be convenient for a construction business?
It's the opposite. Our CEO's life has been threatened for supporting the legitimacy of augmented people. But he, Mr. Brown, understands that the augmented saw the future early and rushed to meet it.
I thought the Udalek complex was Santos' future for the Augmented. From what I've heard, it didn't go to plan.
Not to our plan. Udalek was supposed to be a low-cost, high-volume housing solution for transient workers. It was never meant to become what it has.
And why didn't Brown step in? Doesn't look good to have your name associated with an Aug ghetto.
It's out of our hands. Since the incident, it's been run by the Czech state and their police. That will never happen with Rabia.
What guarantee do I have that life in Rabia is different than the segregation here? Or is that a lottery too?
Santo is the guarantee. We keep the rights to the city in perpetuity, never handing it off to people who want the Augmented out of sight and out of mind.
But that's still exactly what you're doing. A city in a bubble, born from fear between augmented and non-augmented.
There have always been divisions in society. There always will be. That's why there are walls. Someone has to build the walls, and that's Santo.
So this incentive program, positioning Rabia for the Augs, it's all on Nathaniel Brown?
Everything. The industrial printing of the city, the archaeological design, the recruiting drive, even the street teams. Mr. Brown met us personally to sign off on us. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I think I would. Archaeological?
Architectural ecology. Rabia is zero footprint, fully self-sufficient. It is not just his solution for the augmented. It is his solution for cities. It is visionary. There is no other word for it.
Right. Unfortunately, most of the visionaries I've met were so busy chasing their grand plan, they lost sight of the little people. You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. What I've told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of Rabia. You've seen it all anyway. They're just pictures and holograms. I want you to believe in the place.
Can you spare anything? I just need a little.
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonávat prohlídky. Prosíme o spolupráci za všech okolností.
When you wish upon a star.
What?
The song. It's in my head. It makes me think of the old puppet shop. You remember the one when we were kids?
Kopeki.
That's it! Kopeki! I used to love going in there as a boy. So much magic. Shame it's closed now.
That place should have been burned to the ground years ago. Fucking puppets and clowns are the spawn of the devil.
Na kontrolních bodech prověřovat doklady. Mějte prosím připravený průkaz totožnosti.
got what you're looking for.
I hate watching the news. Wars, famines, murders, diseases. Is it my imagination or did everything go to hell after the incident?
No, you're right. Thousands of companies closed their doors. Hundreds of billions of dollars disappeared from the stock market overnight. The world still hasn't recovered. I almost lost my house.
Hey, speaking of houses, are you going to that house party on Saturday?
Are you kidding? If I missed it, I would just die.
Jo, tak zatím. Hele, prostě zabal menší.
Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit, and be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
What's the matter, eh? I'm holding you up from some important, This is a BH-847.
Is that what it is? Sounds impressive.
Are you going to be a problem? Eyes to yourself. You are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business.
It was yours. I'm glad to hear you say that. You'll recommend me at the bank?
Well...
What? Why?
It's very strict.
Well, that's what I hear, but I also know how to
Stay out of...
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like to feel like
That garbage.
Causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
Got nothing else to say.
The Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting live from Arizona.
People are referring to a machine gun, maybe a super...
Talk to me.
Listens to that garbage.
Let's make it through this shift.
Yeah, I know. You have no money. Whatever.
Next,
He has
please.
papers and everything, but the police still say we must.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
In the Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolé. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets, but we will. And you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. Super. Mm-hmm. Good choice.
Some other time.
I'm not going to pull a social log on you.
Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived.
Like I'm always telling you, Rado, people in all country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what...
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vano. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, and no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I know this. You're clearly an intelligent man. I doubt if there's anything about me you haven't already figured out. Obviously, I'm here on behalf of Vaclav Kolar. He's waiting for a shipment from you. I'm sure this is all just a simple misunderstanding.
The only thing I've learned about you so far is that you don't understand the first rule of good relations. They begin with mutual respect. As for Kolar, there was no misunderstanding. He wanted the calibrator, and I refused. The same as I am doing to you. This is why I do not like dealing with Boggs, Vano. Bad business. Kolar must be desperate to send someone like him.
A second ago, you were talking about respect. Now you're acting like I'm not even in the room. I'm here because Kohler is the only man in town who can do the repairs I need. That's the truth. Now how about you show me the same courtesy?
You see, Vano? Now he is being honest. Too honest. You talk about respect, and you show none. Vano.
Mr. Botkovelli would like you to leave now. Stay away from here.
Like I'm always telling you, Vano, people in old country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what...
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vano. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I'm with Interpol, but I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Václav Kohler.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Kohler must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Kohler. No, he cannot have the calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
Kohler didn't send me. I volunteered after he explained his situation. Sounded like he can use a little help. The truth is, though, I'm doing this for me. I need some repairs done, and Kohler needs the calibrator to do them.
Do you believe this man, Vano? Such commitment to honesty. But now I wonder about your commitment to other people. So tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
If someone needs my help, I give it. Any way I can.
It is like I am always telling him you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, Lana. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. What do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr.
Jensen? We have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Caller's calibrator. I will be in touch.
What's next? You do not have the rank to ask questions.
This world is not white and black.
Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Brzezinka train station.
Боссом шутки плохи тут, да?
Mr. Botkovelli knows what he is doing. Might go ballistic and kill us all. Never expected to see Mr. Botkovelli agree with Yobok.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
I have many things to learn about leadership.
For exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers...
Don't like being so close to one of them.
Ну и нахрена ты так, а? Эй, все, хватит.
He steps out of line. We shove him back.
Billions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world.
Нет, больше такого не случится. Пойдешь потом в королеву?
Hope he does something. Looks like it would be a fun fight. Friends and favors are important to have. Better to use, even.
Видел, тут крыса была. Бедная.
Do your job. A more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and... of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation.
I speak from personal experience. I have many things to learn about leadership. What if I get some disease?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story.
Friends and favors are important to have. Better to use.
Так ты согласен с тем, что босс вчера сказал?
Relax. It's not your problem. Nicolazzi doesn't find out about this.
Видишь там что-нибудь?
I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us can get it. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Word of this cannot reach Ranch. Let him get...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Только насквозь.
He's outnumbered. Only an idiot would start something.
A city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday. Bombs exploded inside Rosika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack in Texas.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Ну все, с тебя пиво.
what those lasers are protecting in the tunnels.
Injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Brasica train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months.
Girls were talking
All
about
of them
some
occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring city like
What do you mean you think he'd make a better capo? Mr. Nicolazzi, he is a great man. This family, it is where it is because of him.
Of course, but what do you expect?
No way. He tried to pay with a credit card?
Everyone is doing it. Why not me?
Some of those blood permits are written.
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented. What did you do that for? I'm protecting the real people in the building. And most of them on the list are a few months later than renters.
Access granted.
Human presence detected. Engaging. Smart home system. Smart system engaged.
Property Bank.
Scanning biodata. Unauthorized presence confirmed. Intruder protocols engaged.
And forever will be the best secure corporate archive.
You are not the authorized homeowner. Your presence in this home is not certified. Please vacate the premises. You have chosen not to leave. Please confine yourself to a corner and wait
Access
for
granted.
authorities to arrive. Security is of utmost importance. Your secrets are laid bare. Something a little more romantic, maybe. Hello, world. All right. And where shall we go from here?
Great.
We have to check it out.
I need backup!
Closing in.
Closing in! Move it!
There's no way out of this, Hansen!
In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the U.S., millions of workers lost their jobs.
Welcome to your smart home system. Ah, that's better. Now I can really see you. Would you rather I sounded different? Security is of utmost importance. Your settings have been saved.
Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. Reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. Made addressing those concerns priority 1. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock.
You should get rid of that. It's highly recommended.
When bombs exploded. Seek a train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Podolak complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the human restoration act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is mine.
Hello again. What you do in the privacy of your own home is your business. And mine, of course.
Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours, preventing life-saving In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the U.S., millions of workers lost their jobs. Classified corporate documents.
All right. And where shall we go from here?
This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live.
What is that?
Man, I'll never do this. What is this city? Stay up with me.
I don't like being close to the sun.
My sister's son tried to commit suicide on the weekend. He said he was too scared to leave the world.
What?
Today.
That's right. In any form it takes. Hard drives, kind of paper, prototype, proprietary research, sensitive items.
If I want to find out all about a company's dirty secrets, or commit industrial espionage, all I have to do is break into Palisades.
Sir.
neutralized.
Nic. Ja to wiedział. Nic.
What the hell?
I watched him convulse. I watched him die.
There's nothing we can do about it. You know in Europe.
You're saying this happens to all of them. Any org that takes this shit.
You make it sound like some fucking conspiracy. Don't mix your bets. That's all it means. Now get over it. We didn't even know the guy.
Ha! I don't think you're on the right party.
Anomaly detected.
Stay in control.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
so shiny.
I've never heard that one before. You're so clever.
Oh, great! Killjoy!
Can't stop dancing! I can't stop dancing! So beautiful! So shiny! Just dance it up!
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v komoutu
Not much going on.
There's going to be a candlelight vigil next Monday in front of the former limb clinic. It would be really nice if
They were shocked when I...
How much longer is it going to be? I heard a bunch of runaways laid down in
Probably
the
should
sewers.
have tightened
Fun.
before I left.
I'm putting in for a transfer to the racetrack.
So many people died.
Nemůžu
It's
se
terrifying. Look at that. Every bump and shake. I was just waiting for it. Nemůžu se dočkat, až odsetíme.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
another one.
Netuším, o čem to je.
If you do hear
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
trace program initiated. Access granted.
Jak se jmenoval tam ten hrad?
Jestli v tom fakt jedou, jak to zastavit?
This is why I wanted to be a cop.
Kill a few hours.
Děkujeme.
Papíry, prosím.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu. Můžeš jít dál.
No trouble, right?
No hostile activity detected. Continuing.
Think it's gone, whatever it was. We need to lock this district down.
Manipulated. I don't know exactly, but someone saw him. In the sewers. At the mercy of a man's voice.
A cult of some kind? They say there is a resurgence.
Pavel is impressionable. The world terrified him. He spent all his time hiding, dreaming of utopias that do not exist. My brother Pavel disappeared 2 months ago, and he is not the first.
Beware the cults. Do not give in to easy answers.
Access granted.
It is good and safe on my end.
The chemicals have a reaction, right? Why it is so dark?
Tempting to drive me on. I should not. All clear. Not a fucking thing to worry about.
A few lights wouldn't hurt.
No intruders. Nothing's happening.
Take a team through the tunnels later. You think they are so fucking smart?
Might have a partial here.
There's something underhanded going on here. Things are just as they should be.
Reminds me of that oral cemetery song.
Have to get this back to the lab.
Getting closer! Reload!
If only all cannons were as weak as you!
I'm gonna shoot him in the head!
My dog shoots!
Tell them I was brave.
Please! Oh, God!
Have to get this back to the lab. Get this back to the lab. Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! I have money. Do not kill me. Just shoot me. Tell them I was brave. What a shitty day. I'm innocent, I swear! I have children! Please! I'm begging you! I have children! I'm innocent, I swear! Just please! I'm begging you! I never did any hands to destruction to me. Termite or I knew that terror blood will to reflect just leave me alone.
Why are you attacking us? What did Neon ever do to you?
Don't be so surprised. I've seen what your product does to hogs. Neon was bound to draw attention.
I have no idea what you're talking about. This is a private lab. You shouldn't even be here. Give me one good reason not to trigger the alarm.
For starters, because there's no one out there to respond. So how about neither of us do anything rash just yet?
What is it you expect from me? I'm just a chemist here.
You make a product that kills people. I'm not leaving until that's no longer possible. And you're gonna help me.
Why would I help you? People have a right to disconnect from the world. To do whatever they want to their minds, their bodies. I see no reason why that should stop.
Things in Prague aren't exactly looking up right now. I'm not saying Neon is responsible for that, but it certainly isn't helping. Not me, not you, not anyone. Now, as resourceful as I may be, you know this lab better than I do. I'm asking for your help.
You're right. Recreational drug use is not the reason the world is falling apart. If anything, riding the rainbow is one of the few things still holding some of us up. Why take that from me? Why take it from anyone?
riding the rainbow, huh? So you're not just a chemist who mixes neon. You're one of its users, too. I shut this place down, and not only do you lose your job, you lose your fix. I know, it's not much of a proposition.
People like you take neuropozyne to combat one form of rejection. People like me take neon to combat another. I'm sorry if some people don't like it, or if some people have bad experiences. But that's no reason to take it from everyone.
I'm seeing Augs suffer out there every day. Seeing them get increasingly desperate. The last thing they need right now is some new street drug that just happens to kill them. Imagine a mass shipment of neon getting into a place like Gollum.
There are so few Augs left in Prague, it is easy to forget that their problems are worse than my problems. And neon will be like a plague to them. We must stop that from happening.
You're making the right choice.
What is it exactly you need from me?
I want to know how to best disrupt the synthesis process. Maybe sabotage those reactors over there, without killing us all. Is that something you can tell me how to do?
There's a fail-safe system you can activate inside the reactor room. It empties the tanks, basically shuts everything down. You'll need these biocells to do it.
Alright, what about the codes?
The code to get into the reactor room is 7851. Inserting the biocells will bring up the reactor terminal. Same code. The only thing I can't help you with is the lasers. That part is up to you. It's done. No more synthesis. No more neon. It's over. You got what you wanted. It's over. You got what you wanted.
I like it down here. If you don't, then you can just fuck off.
Hey, you, toi.
Please, don't tell anyone. Viznik's not supposed to be here.
Shh.
But I am here.
I'll take your word for it.
I was part of it. The the hive mind. Inside the gate, I questioned what holds us together. Where? Why? Now this. Exiled from exile. I have been disconnected.
Disconnected? Disconnected from what? I don't understand what you're saying.
If there is a lack of understanding between my brains, may not always misfire like these. He did this to me. It's what it does. But I can't force you, because I'm not like him.
Not like who? Who forced you?
Together, they succumbanize to him. Him, the opportunist, the savior, the rat. When I resisted, I saw. It made him fear me.
You've obviously been through something. Someone's harmed you. If you can help me understand, then maybe I can help.
Yes, okay. You'll be fine. I can tell. You'll understand. You'll empathize. Because what it really is he's just like us, but more. It's a cry for help. You'll pick up on that.
What's a cry for help?
The little mind thing. The persuasion. He's trapped by what he can do. Just like the rat. It makes so much sense now. Those most scared of what the world had become were most likely to cling to the first alternative. Now they're all insignaled.
Let me see if I got this straight. Everyone beyond the gate is insignaled to something. Like the rat.
Exactly. I'm glad we understand each other. Okay. Just remember, you'll only be able to confront him if he knows that you know that he knows. So, obviously, you'll need the name. The name. I'm not supposed to give it away, but I must. And then you must. Yes?
You're asking me to go beyond that gate, to confront someone who's harmed you, who may be harming others. I'm willing to do that, but I need to know more about what's happening.
He casts them close. He brings them away. You must find out how to uncotangle him from the others, to resist the mentality. They need to be eased out. Figure out what holds them all together. Because it's not his personality. When you finally see Richard for who he really is, you realize it cannot possibly be that.
Richard, huh? All right. Let's go see what I've agreed to.
The Pied Piper is a rat. A rat! Viznik could use some help.
He will behave himself.
He will be made to behave. Richard will know what to do.
He will listen to Richard.
Richard, protect us, Richard.
Richard.
Come closer. Let me see you. There's nothing to be scared of. Everyone's worst impulses get checked at the door, yours included. I hope you understand the need for it. We preach pacifism here. Alternatives to terror. Don't want animals dragging in the mud.
Who are you? What is all this?
This is what the new freedom looks like. A collaborative elaboration of the imaginative experience. experiments.
Experiments of some kind.
We're beyond experiments. We're establishing truths, new models of belonging and community, ones in which people can actually live.
You were on the Utopia. There's a man outside who... He asked me to come. He said you... A man outside.
I know what it's like outside. Trapped between acts of humiliation and acts of terror. Between resolutions and registry codes. The canned laughter. The scripted dreams. It's no longer a place for people.
I came because I thought something was... It's wrong. I had reason to believe something's wrong.
Everything is wrong. That's why we're here. Bracketing out the terrors. If only in this one tiny corner of the world. Allow me to suggest something. A version of you. A version that strips away all suspicions, free of the sinister cells we cling to along the way. Here, you can be free of the injustices, the suffering, your own animal impulses. Finally, you can be human.
I may not know exactly what's going on here, but I do know that an honest man wouldn't need to hide behind a screen.
I know what you're thinking. You can't wait to be the best version of yourself.
Visnick said I had to see through you, your attempts at manipulation, to see you for what you...
Some part of you abhors violence. Some part of everyone does. See, I know you better than you know yourself. I know you don't want to hurt anyone.
I don't know for a fact that you're doing anything wrong.
That's because I'm not. Unless you count saving these people. We live in a world of brutality, repression, exile. The Restoration Act is the single greatest human rights violation of all time. These people deserve better than that.
Most men who claim to be saviors,
You have a skeptical personality. It's understandable. You're a product of your time. No one's forcing you to stay.
You want me to leave? Like Visnick?
I want you to understand. The people who choose to be here, they are good people. And with my help, they have done something miraculous. They have found a better version of themselves, of society. Promise me you won't jeopardize that.
I think you're the one who's harming these people.
As you can see, I'm not harming anyone. I know you believe me.
I didn't come here to jeopardize these people.
That's good enough. That's all I need to hear. Oh, Marion, I want you to listen carefully to my voice. Listen to it. Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you to keep listening. Get away from there!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Legislation forces on letting people out of their
I thought you were forced to leave Germany. Were there not allegations that you...
Those accusations were false. When I arrived in Prague...
There was a terrorist bombing at a local church.
But ARG had nothing to do with it. We are...
A non-violent organization. Yes, you said that. That was 6 months ago. Earlier today, the Rusika train station fell victim to a bombing. The third to hit Prague in recent months. Is this really the face of a pacifist? Join the discussion online and let us know what you think. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. And now for a close look at events making headlines around the world. The impact of the Alb incident is still being felt 2 years after the fact. Fear
I feel different, strange. I'm as lost as you are.
I feel as if I've lost someone very close to me, but I can't tell you who.
Something has been ripped from us.
It's not right. I shouldn't be here. Should I? I need time to process what has happened. Where are we? Who are you?
I don't remember.
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I questioned him, and then I'm not one of them anymore. But I'm not one of them.
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't says a lot about your strength of character.
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently. I realized how there's two eyes in Wisnik. That's when I figured it all out.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had been left unchecked. How many others might have come and been persuaded to stay.
We came to him because we didn't fit the so social schematic, hounded by laws, hated by revolutions. He offered a way out, but there is no way out. Exile from exile is exile.
You're out now, Wisnik. There should be nothing more drawing you to this place, to him. You can go anywhere you want. You can do anything you want.
I am alone.
Shooting! I never saw you. You were never here. I do not want to be on this anymore.
Moment, kde máte pomoc?
Moving from current position.
Seek and you will find.
The machine god is a part of us, and we are all.
How much longer is it going to be?
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
Seem to have quieted down. Beginning of a new. Join us, brother.
As you wish. Out of sight, out of mind. As you wish, but remember, homeowner, this poses a substantial security risk. I'll keep you safe.
Anomaly detected. Trace probe access granted.
Seeker, you are here to see the builder? He has been asleep, but I cannot wake him. I do not know if he will recover. The mother has said that he has lost faith and that we should shun him, but I cannot abandon so easily. Do not give up faith in the church. You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now. The mother has said that he has lost faith and that we should shun him, but I cannot abandon so easily. Some of us remembered, Builder. I pray that the mother will change her mind.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Relax, Brad. Worst thing can happen. Get shot. Don't make some
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Augmented crazies. In China, meanwhile, a group of protesters demanding freedom and basic human rights for all, regardless of augmented status, have been imprisoned by the Chinese government. In apparent retribution for that act, vigilante hackers tied to the Juggernaut Collective have crashed the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. Yes, folks, these are troubled times indeed. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live.
I'm sure it's better. admire your professionalism, Brad.
Keep quiet.
Relax, Brad. Worst that can happen is that you'll get shot. Relax, Brad. Worst that can happen is that you'll get shot.
Should not make so much noise.
Access granted.
Admire your professionalism, Brad.
Keep quiet.
Keeping you alive.
Daz is the man. He'll set you up. You... How much do you want to spend this time, eh?
Yes, good choice.
I'm good for now.
By now, you won't have to come back.
cells, painkillers, right over there.
Come, take control of your destiny, brother.
You tell where it was or where it's gone.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Hello.
Przypominamy, że...